You know, NBA 2K18 introduced the dual archetype system, and we thought we would get a whole bunch of variety of archetypes, and there surely is. But is there an archetype you think that's missing from this game? I mean, I feel like some people have trouble still picking their build, and some people, even at the small forward position especially, have an identity crisis, man. Because if you make a pure point forward, sure, you're going to be a lot faster and more athletic than some of the other builds at small forward, but you're going to be unable to shoot, unable to make some layups sometimes. And if you make a shot creator or a sharpshooter at small forward, then you might be at risk at facing someone like a lockdown defender or maybe a slasher or point forward who is more faster than you. So at small forward, it could be a difficult position to pick an actual build, which is why I only have one small forward position, and that's my lockdown defender, which honestly gives me a huge advantage over most of the small forward builds in this game because I'm just more athletic than them and I'm based off defense, even though this game's defense needs a lot of work in 2K19, which would make the lockdown defender even better at defending these positions at small forward. But what if 2K included another archetype, which maybe might not even be an archetype, called an all-rounder? I mean, we know in RPG games and even some other games that are like sport games like NBA 2K, they have builds that are balanced. They have builds that have an average skill in almost every category, basically. Now, of course, this is still going to depend on your height, your freaking weight, your wingspan, all that stuff, shoulder width. It's still going to depend on that, and it's still going to depend on what position you pick. But if there was an all-rounder archetype where most of the stats were balanced and you weren't really good at anything, you weren't spectacular at anything, but you were just balanced all around, I wonder how many people would pick that build. Like, I wonder how many people would choose to make a build like that, that's all around, that's shooting, driving, passing, defense, that's just balance. I mean, I really wonder how many people would choose a build like that. Now, obviously, the badges for this build will probably not even be gold, or it'll probably be maxed out at silver because 2K doesn't want to make this build cheese. This build definitely needs some restraints. It definitely needs some restraints because say you have a build like this in the game and you have an 80 mid-range, a 78 three-point shot, 80 moving shot, you have an 80 driving layup or 80 something driving dunk or driving layup, and you have some decent or decent rebounding, of course, and some decent speed with this build. I can see a lot of people moving or trying to use this build and see how good this build is, man. Now, of course, since you're not great at any said category, you're probably going to be able to fit with a lot of teams, schemes and a lot of team system because you're average. You can still shoot, you can still drive, you can play defense. You're an all-around balanced player. I wonder how many people will pick this build, and if you guys think a build like this should be included in 2K19, because right now we have a bunch of builds with honestly the closest build that's being able to do a variety of things or that's really balanced might be the pure playmaker or the pure point forward, because you still can shoot the mid-range shots, you can shoot the three-point shot, you can drive a little bit, you can pass. Of course, you're passing, your ball control is spectacular. And because you have athleticism with this build, with the pure point forward or the pure playmaker, you're still set on defense. So with all that being said, the pure playmaker is all around, but it's still not a great build because it's inability to shoot and score baskets sometimes. But still, man, getting rebounds is definitely my best rebounding point guard. It's definitely my best assisting point guard. I can still score a couple points with the pure playmaker. And definitely out of all the builds, if you're on a fast break and you're trying to slash, I would rather slash with this build than my playmaking shot creator, to be honest. So all that being said, the pure playmaker is a really good build if you want to keep it all around, but its main focus is ball control, which is at 99 if you make the right size, and speed with ball along with passing. Those are the main focuses. But if you have a build in 2K19 that had 80s passing, low 80s, and I'm talking about like literally 80 overall is the freaking skill. 80 capped off attributes, 80 passing, 80 driving layup, 80 driving dunk, 80 mid-range, 78. Of course, the 3-point's going to be lower, so 77 or 78 or 76 3-point. And then you got the passing, and the speed wouldn't even be fast. I think the speed for this build would be between probably a sharpshooter or shot creator and then a slasher. So you'll be between a sharpshooter, shot creator, and a slasher. That's where the speed would be at, because I think this build will be kind of faster than a sharpshooter, because sharpshooters they got that 3-point range, they got that mid-range, so they'll definitely be faster than that build. Might be faster than a shot creator as well, because shot creators have that 99 mid-range. So this build would still be slow, but I don't know, man. Doing a variety of things and still playing defense, I think if a lot of people had a build like this on their team, they would alleviate some of the problems they face, man. Because with a build like this, you can do a variety of things at small forward. You can have the build defend, you can have the build hit some shots, he can slash if he needs to, and he's a decent passer. So a build like this wouldn't be overpowered in my opinion, especially if you restrict the badges to at most silver. And honestly, I think it just gives a lot of people more options and a lot less confusion on what to pick as a build. Now, this build might be a cop-out, because this build probably was back in 2K16 when you had the outside scoring builds, the inside scoring builds, and the balance build. That was a pretty cool system as well. But I think a game like this that has an archetype system, I mean, you have all these different RPG elements going on in these sport games nowadays, that there's always a balanced build anyways. A build, and if you played any RPG like Bloodborne or even freaking Witcher, there's always something that can be balanced out, man. And I think a build like this could be a welcome addition to NBA 2K19, man. But let me know what you think in the comment section, man. Let me know if you think this build would be a good idea, if it would even work, and what restraints you would apply to a build like this. But anyways, man, I'm out for now. NBA draft is happening. Hopefully the Knicks pick somebody good. Hopefully we don't mess up. I don't know about Trae Young, but anyways, man, leave a like for more. I'm out for now.